Okay, so I've gone through and I've done some spraying down. I don't know how well it's going to show up. Um, Basically, I came through and sprayed down this area again, the vacuum pump, where I thought maybe there might be a leak. And then down under on the transmission, there is some crevices where cleaner has accumulated, and it's going to sit and pool up, like right down in there. It looks like it's all squirrely. That is cleaner that's sitting in a little hole that I can't get it cleaned out of. I could probably try and take some towels and dry it out, but the heat of the engine will eventually dry that out. So basically, I've gone through and gotten all the lines, everything kind of associated with this pump cleaned down. Came over here, got it really cleaned down again. Got the area below it. Sorry, my shadows are creating here. Area below it you can obviously see is cleaned down. Then I've gone down underneath. You're going to see some wet spots. If this thing ever focuses, right above that braided pipe there, you're going to see some wetness in there. That's cleaner that is just kind of running down and stuck in spots where I can't really get it cleaned off. But I did get this starter. Dude, this thing needs to focus. Come on. Oh, it's so bad. I did get the starter cleaned off. That white label there is... Okay. Hopefully this will do it. There's the starter. So you can see the label on there. I've obviously gotten the oil sprayed off of there. Kind of doing my due diligence. I've used almost 10 cans of cleaner getting this shit cleaned up. I've come up here. There's an oil pressure sensor right there. Sometimes those will leak and it will come out pretty good. So I've cleaned up around there. I think I was explaining it threads into the engine right there where the threads are. And then the black part is plastic. So it's metal versus plastic, and there will be cracks that develop there and it will leak out. But as you can see, I've gone through and I've cleaned up there really well. I've cleaned down the frame really well and gotten it dried out. Gotten the stuff all cleaned down from the oil. Okay? Now I'm going to let it run. Here's the problem that I have, and let me get a little towel out to show you. As I was doing this, you usually wait about a half an hour for all the cleaner to finish running down and kind of making its way down to the bottom. Gravity takes over, and eventually all the cleaner is drained down, and then the engine is dry, okay? As I'm doing it, I have everything else, like this area all up in here cleaned. Got up in there with the wire brush and cleaned it. This is that area with the fucking weep hole where the rear main is. It literally just keeps coming back right there. I can wipe it down. Watch this. Watch. This is insane. Okay, now just sit and watch for a minute. By now, Johnson was carving out a little side business for himself, making DIY t-shirts at home, drying them off in the boiler. He offered to make some shirts for the band to sell on. Okay, well, I stand corrected because now it's not. Well, yeah, it is. It's starting to see. It's starting to seep through that seam there. It's starting to come back slowly. See the kind of gold copper coloring coming back? If I sat here for 10 or 15 minutes, that little seam right there is going to be oil, and it's going to start running down. Yeah, see, there you go. It's already coming back. Oh, it's not coming from back up in there. There's parts of that seam that are dry. It's literally right at that fucking hole. Oh, that just sucks. God damn it. Let me do this one more time. See, watch it. Like, you could take the logic. Am I missing something? Is it starting from back there and running down this seam and just collecting here and it's fooling me? But I'll wipe it. Watch. Okay, back here. we've got areas of dry. That seam right there is dry. Now watch that area. That area was still dry. So nothing is running down from the back. And it's not like starting back here and running down and accumulating. It's actually starting right there.
We usually had one person sleep in the van to watch the gear.
Fuck.
Me and Cornell would usually do late night shifts in the van.
And it's not coming from up here because look, it can't be something where it's tricking you, where it's running from up above and running down here, because this part is dry. It's bone dry. There's nothing running down there and it's catching and pooling down here. It's all originating right here. Fuck. It's going to be either the rear main crank or the oil pan seal. Either way, the engine and transmission have to fucking be separated. There's no way to access this seal otherwise. It sits inside the fucking engine, at the very bottom of the engine.
How big Soundgarden became in the coming years, they remained circumspect about giving in to the cliche on-the-road rock star behavior.
Sorry, I know it's kind of monotonous to sit and stare at it, but you can see as I wipe it down, you can literally just kind of start to see it seep and weep, seep and weep. Leave this overnight, and eventually I'm going to come out and find a big puddle here again. I wonder if my light will shine up in there. You can see the torque converter, but I wish I could see in there to see how wet it is inside there. The lights are not going to cooperate with me, though. The shadows. Yeah, it's definitely leaking out of there. That's fucked up because, see, everything up here is staying dry. I'll start it up and run it to verify that there's not other leaks. I mean, you may very well, like we're finding out now, like I thought before, I said you might have additional leaks because there was so much oil and it was hard to say, you know, the valve cover running down off the back of the engine, running down this way and all accumulating, you know. Is the oil pan wet from the valve cover and all the stuff running down, or is the valve cover or the oil pan leaking too or something down here? You don't have that reference point when everything's coated when it comes here, so you just clean it down and you go from there. Now that I see the whole upside, the whole top side, the valve cover, turbo area, all that stuff is fucking dry. It's all coming from the bottom of this fucking engine. Oh man, I wiped the hoses down and everything. I'll let it run. It's late tonight, so I'm not going to let it run in the garage. I'll let this sit overnight. I'm quite positive that I'm going to come out and find this weep hole. Yeah, look at that. That's like 5 minutes time, and it's already to that. Imagine what it's going to do overnight. I'll come out and start it tomorrow and just keep an eye like on that sensor there and make sure that it's not leaking there or anything like that. But I'm pretty sure that I'm going to find that it's just all centrally located in this fucking area at the bottom of the engine. God damn it.